So we've had a great weekend full of love and laughter and lots of fun, but sadly it is about to come to an end because I am on my way to take the kids back to their dads. You guys want to say hi? So goodbyes are always hard. This is the hard part, right? Like, it's fun and exciting to go and pick them up, but so hard to let them go and say goodbye. Hello, welcome to my channel, The Blended Homemaker. I'm so happy you are here. Raising children in two separate households with an ex-spouse is a real challenge, and I would say it's one of the hardest things you might ever have to do. I'm here to inspire you and encourage you to keep going and to find God's path for your journey. In today's video, I'm going to talk about saying goodbye and how hard it is co-parenting children in two separate households. You're constantly having to say goodbye. It's like this revolving door of, ushering your child into the other parent's placement day. I mean, we're always saying goodbye to our children in a way, right? Even if the kids are being raised in one home. You're saying goodbye when you drop them off at school. You're saying goodbye when you drop them off at practice. You're saying goodbye when you drop them off at Grandma and Grandpa's or at a friend's house for a play date. I mean, saying goodbye is part of the average week for a parent. But when you're co-parenting and raising children in two separate households, you're saying goodbye even more than the average, parent who's raising their child under one home. Every co-parenting situation looks different. So you might be saying goodbye for a day. You might be saying goodbye for a week. You might be saying goodbye just for a weekend. You might be saying goodbye for a whole month. There are people who are co-parenting their children, in different states. So they're saying goodbye for not just 1 month, but multiple months at a time. So I wish I had some sort of magic wand I could wave and just take away the aches and the pains of all of the co-parenting hearts, and, that pain of saying goodbye would just go away. I would say that saying goodbye is the hardest, most difficult part about raising children in two separate households. I really would. So I don't have a magic wand, but what I can give you are some resources to help you soothe the pain that you're feeling in your heart when you have to say goodbye to your precious children. One is plan something to look forward to. So, plan something special for yourself. Plan something that you would normally not have children involved in anyways. That way, when you're ushering them in to the other parent's placement time, you have something that you can be excited about, that you can look forward to. The next one is find someone to love and care for. Your house can feel so empty. You can feel like you're in such an empty nest when your child leaves because, when your children are in the home, you are always looking for, it's not that you have to look. Really comes to you. But you're always caring, right? You're always doing something for someone else when your child is in your home, whether it be laundry or cooking or a conversation or snuggles or, watching their kind of movie or reading their kind of book. I mean, you're always doing something that, revolves around another person's needs. So, in order to fill that void, I say go find somebody to care for. Maybe it's a neighbor and you volunteer to pull the weeds out of their flower garden, or walk their dog, Or maybe it's a family member and you offer to take their kids for the weekend, or for, a Friday or Saturday evening so they can go out on a date. Go volunteer somewhere. Go volunteer at, a community outreach or a nursing home, or, just go find someone to love and care for while your children are not in your care. Third is remind yourself that eventually your sweet, sweet babies are going to fly the nest. You are going to have to say goodbye permanently someday. And so all of these little goodbyes that you're saying throughout their childhood are just practice for what's coming down the road when they fly the nest. So, my hope is that this makes it a lot easier when that day comes, because I know there's parents that really, really struggle with that. So hopefully it'll be easier for all of us co-parenting parents. And then I also wanted to address one more point that is really challenging and difficult, and that is when you're having to say goodbye to your child and, by ushering them into the other parent's placement time, and you don't feel like they're safe. You don't feel like your child is safe while in the care of the other parents. Man, it's hard. It's so hard to be in that situation. But here is my resource for you. That is to exercise your faith, to dig deep and use your faith like you have never used it before. Pray harder, pray more frequently than you have ever prayed before. And trust God. Trust that He is working and moving in your situation. I hope that this message encourages you and inspires you, and may God bless you on your co-parenting journey.